The case of the murder of iconic rapper Tupac has finally been solved after decades of being shrouded in mystery. The alleged murderer got arrested not too long ago, but fans still felt like there was something missing. Because we all know that this case was never as simple as a one-man mission, there had to be someone stronger behind this whole thing. And that person, according to all fans, was none other than the music mogul Diddy. Diddy had been suspected of being behind the murder of Tupac and many other big names in the industry for a long time. And according to fans and even actual investigators, these allegations were never baseless. The man is connected to all of these murders one way or another. Even the person who was arrested for the murder of Tupac, Keefe D, said that Diddy was the one who told him to take out Tupac. But authorities never did anything about all of this, and Diddy kept roaming unscathed.
Like every time some bad around here, it look like it's on the grass. You don't step around that shit, you get away from that boy.
But all of that seems to be changing really soon. A lot of people, along with Keefe D, are coming forward to talk about how Diddy is involved in not only the murder of Tupac, but several other crimes as well. One of these people is none other than the legendary rapper Snoop Dogg. Allegedly, he finally spilled the beans about everything that he knew about the murder of Tupac, and a lot of it was about Puffy. Not only that, but the iconic rapper might be getting arrested soon and will be testifying against Diddy in court.
With memories fading, the murder of rapper Tupac Shakur seemed like the music industry's ultimate cold case, until now.
Welcome back to Celebrity Circle, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Snoop Dogg might be getting arrested and testifying against Diddy in the Tupac murder case. But before we get to talking about all of that, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more similar content in the future. Now, the case of Tupac's murder has always been one of the biggest mysteries of the rap world. The rapper got murdered back in the late 90s, but for over 20 years, no one knew about the culprit behind the murder.
Well, I know there's been many people who did not believe that the murder of Tupac Shakur was important to this police department. I'm here to tell you that was simply not the case. It was not the case back then, and it is not the case today.
There were a lot of theories and suspects of the murder, but the case never really reached any end until last week. Just last week, the case was finally concluded after being investigated for over 2 decades. As soon as this was announced, fans thought that Tupac's family was finally going to get justice. We all had one person's name in mind. We all knew who the murderer really was, and we all wanted him to suffer the consequences of his actions. All of the fans patiently waited to see that person be arrested. But when the announcement was made, a lot of fans thought that the authorities had the wrong guy. Keefe D, a gang member, was arrested for the murder of Tupac. Now we all knew that Keefe was involved in the murder, but he wasn't the mastermind behind the whole thing. Sure, he might have been the one who pulled the trigger, but he didn't have any reason to. A lot of fans think that someone had paid him to take out Tupac. You might have guessed who that person was. That person was none other than Diddy. Diddy had the right reasons to do it, and this would not have been the first time that he had been linked to a crime like this. Even after Keefe was arrested and investigated in the late 90s in the same case, he took Diddy's name.
I guess you said that Puffy called and said, "Was that us?" And you didn't say nothing.
I didn't say nothing. Yeah, you're right.
He said that it was Diddy who gave him a large sum of money to take out the rapper. The number he mentioned was around $1 million. He said that the reason there's no receipts for this is because he never really got paid for Diddy's dirty work. Diddy was supposed to give the money to a middleman, who was then supposed to give it to Keefe. But the middleman ended up using all of that money to open a club and left Keefe dry.
He put it out there and said that he met with Puff at a sandwich shop, and Puff told him he would give him $1 million if they killed Suge and Tupac.
All of this was on record, and this was what Keefe had said initially, yet the authorities never investigated Diddy, which was suspicious to everyone because why was this one powerful person not being investigated despite there being substantial evidence against him? Well, according to authorities, that is exactly what they didn't have on him, substantial evidence. They said that they couldn't just take Keefe's word for it and make an arrest. They needed something concrete. And they might have just gotten what they were looking for through one of the biggest names in rap music. Snoop Dogg has finally stepped forward to add to the conversation, and boy, did he let that cat out of the bag. But before we get to spilling all the tea on that and much more, make sure to share this video with someone who really loves rap music and turn on post notifications while you're at it too, so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads.
Do you feel like Puffy owe you?
Yeah, he should. I think he should look out.
According to sources, Snoop Dogg knows everything about Diddy's involvement in the murder of Tupac. Not only that, but he also talked to Keefe before his arrest and knows exactly what went down the night when Hollywood lost Tupac forever. Now Snoop is no stranger to murder cases. As some of you might know, the guy was arrested for murder himself. He knows what goes on in these cases and what information is important for the authorities. According to some of our insider sources, Snoop has finally decided to talk about the case. He's ready to tell the public everything that he knows about the murderer of Tupac. The biggest thing is, he won't be talking about Keefe. This time, the convert is all about Diddy, the man who somehow avoids consequences every single time. But not anymore. Allegedly, Snoop is already talking to the authorities and getting his statement recorded. In this statement, he's talking about how Diddy is the one who paid Keefe to take out Tupac. But you might be wondering, why would the authorities just take Snoop's word for it? Well, they won't, and Snoop knows that. So according to what the streets are saying, Snoop has concrete proof that links Diddy directly to the murder of Tupac. But that isn't all. There's more to the story. Allegedly, Snoop won't be walking away unharmed from this. There is something in his statement that will end up incriminating him as well. According to some sneaky sources, Snoop is going to sacrifice himself in the process of getting justice for the family and fans of Tupac. As soon as the news of Keefe being arrested was announced, he just could not sit calm and let the actual culprit roam free like that, so he decided to take the step and speak up. Snoop might end up getting arrested once again for his involvement in the case. He wasn't someone who aided in the shooting, but now the authorities know that he stayed quiet all those years and didn't say anything, and that counts as aiding as well. Although his intention was clear, he might still have to face some jail time again. As much as fans are bummed out about this, we all just want to see Diddy behind bars so he could stop getting away with the worst crimes every single time. It's high time that the music mogul faces the consequences of his actions.
We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there.
And that was all we had time for in today's video. Do you think Snoop might actually get arrested in the coming days? What do you think will be the reaction of Diddy to getting exposed by Snoop? Do you think Diddy finally might get behind bars? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that out of the way, as always, we will see you in our next video with some new juicy gossip about your favorite celebrities here at Celebrity Circle.